Welcome to the Political Matrix News. Politics, people, local, regional, national news. Political Matrix News keeps you informed. We have the sources, we have the truth from inside the Political Matrix. Welcome back to the Political Matrix blogcast. Rob Milford holding the fort down and trying to keep all this together. The circus has got sometimes 4 or 5 rings, and I don't know who's performing in with which elephant. Greg Fink, wave at everybody. He's in Gainesville, in Navarre, on the heart of the Emerald Coast. That's where you'll find Jonathan Cole, and of course, the he with a hat with nothing on it. I mean, what a venue to showcase your political talents, your ball team, your college, whatever, and it's a blank ball cap. It's like he's Taylor Swift or something. Don't want to espouse or back up anything. That would be Scott Miller. I don't know where to begin. Is Jonathan? Jonathan's looking for a hat. I can see it already.
Not just a hat.
Okay. Okay, the one that says maggot, not MAGA, but it looks like a MAGA hat, but it says MAGA. There you go. I want to talk about George Riley Jr. George is the executive director of the Florida GOP, and he was a missing person a couple of weeks ago. And the weird part is that the family hadn't heard from him. So they called the cops in Osceola County. Osceola County is just below Orange County. A big chunk of the Disney tourism industry is there in Osceola County. I mean, dozens and dozens of hotels can hold 10, 30, 40,000 guests at a time. And anyway, he was found at a resort basically in Disney. It was called the B Hotel. It's right off of Interstate 4. You go, wow, you look at the drive by it. It's just a big B there. He was found there. He had checked in, but he was found 3 days after he was reported missing, in good health, but under the influence of alcohol. Earlier in the week, he'd been evicted from another hotel, a Hampton Inn, after a 4-day stay for excessive drinking and damage to the room. He didn't object when told he would be charged extra because the room needed a deep cleaning. Let me put that in terms, if you don't know what that means. That means he either peed or pooped or both on the carpet and on the bed or in the bed. That too, or all of the above.
Or smoking,
Now, before he left the Hampton, the family had filed a missing person report. They were advised he had a medical condition and had never been gone so long without communication. And deputies used cell tower pings to triangulate his phone. They found him at the B Resort and Spa. He was under the influence of alcohol, not erratic, posed no threat to harm himself or others. Then he informed his family he was no longer missing, and they closed the case. He was the appointed executive director of the Republican Party in February. He previously held that 2016 to 2019. Riley talked to the Tampa Bay Times. He apologized for going missing and trashing the room. I'm deeply sorry. I've been dealing with alcoholism and mental health issues. And he did apologize to the Hampton Inn staff for his behavior, promised to pay all damages, and is going to seek help. Guys, enough of this. I mean, really, we've got one guy getting tagged for, was that rape? And now that's been dismissed. But I'd say, what are these idiots? What is the Republican Party of Florida doing with these idiots who don't realize the whole world is watching? Yeah. Everybody is now a television news reporter. Everybody. And we end up with this crap.
I guess I think we're a small state.
Proof it was consensual.
Well, I don't know if it was consensual or not. We weren't there. Greg wasn't there. Greg Fink probably has the video.
No, it's on the video. She's saying yes. She's not saying no.
Oh.
So,
well, we are in Florida. I mean, I guess it's a very small state where nobody knows anything about us because we're such a little baby state of I don't know what the hell these people are thinking. We're the third largest. Exactly, we're practically Rhode Island. We're the third largest state in the country, for God's sakes. It's the Republican Party of Florida. I mean, and our leadership has so much moral decay in it. Well, obviously, just on display.
Is this the best we can do?
It is.
Jonathan, what do you think?
Well, this goes to a point in a conversation me and Greg had earlier, and it's not just the Republican Party, because I want to get into that link you said earlier, Rob, too, but patronage. It's not your talent level. It's how much you donated or how loyal you were. That's all it is. So
Exactly.
you pick someone based on that, and and the thing is, that whole what happens behind closed doors, personal lives, if it doesn't affect anybody, I'm fine with that. But then when you turn around and get on a soapbox and make it moral
Exactly.
issues about transgender, gay, whatever, which was the thing with the Zieglers, but then you're in your threesome, what the hypocrisy is momentous. It's like that's the issue. Personally, I don't care that they did these things, but what people are saying is like you get on this soapbox and you preach, good Christian morality, and then well, you're getting on not quite in Epstein territory, but close. No, not that close, but
Well, neither
I
of
think
them,
that's
Ziegler.
the issue.
Yeah, Ziegler and this guy, neither of them have suicided themselves yet, but you know what? The year ain't over. Scott Miller,
Yeah,
what's your
yeah,
take on this whole
yeah.
thing?
Three self-inflicted gunshots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Scott?
exactly. It's just handing off the weapon. No, I don't think this is the morality that we're talking about. I don't think being against transgenderism. I don't know of anyone. I don't know. I'm certainly not. And I don't know of any Republicans that are specifically against people being transgender as much as they're against these concepts being introduced to children at a young age. Even children that that are expressing different different interests. You really kind of got to look at them as kids. Until first off, until you're around like 25, your brain's not even completely wired. So, thinking that someone even prepubescent can make life-altering decisions is just ridiculous, and that's the
Okay,
part
that
that
doesn't
people
cover
are
what
so
we were
worried
talking
about.
about, which is the moral the moral
Or the moral
turpitude of
decay
the
of the
leadership of the
leadership.
Republican Party
Exactly.
of Florida. That's the issue. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
going to
it.
get into don't say gay and book banning and all that other crap. I'm talking about this specifically. And I don't know who's on the
Right.
committee. Who heads the committee, and who can say you're out of here and you're out of here and be done with this crap and move on to somebody who better represents the Republicans
The
of
nominal
Florida.
leader of the Republican Party, Ron DeSantis, but he's not going to do that.
I mean, the whole idea is that there should be a lot more responsibility, a lot more accountability at such a high level. And I mean, this is going back to the days whenever we had, I forgot the guy's name. He's the chairman of the RPOF whenever Charlie Crist was the governor. And he went to jail for, I guess, embezzlement or racketeering. And so,
God, what was
I
that
mean,
guy's
or
name?
Is that a
something similar to
state
that.
senator
If I'm
too?
wrong,
I can't
mean,
remember
my
exactly.
memory might be a little fuzzy
Anyway,
here.
Greg, you're
But
out
I
of
mean,
camera, by the
and
way.
so it
You
might
need to
be
move to your
something
right a little
similar to
bit.
that. And so, but I
Okay.
mean, it's something that I mean, we need to really take a strong look at and somehow find a way to have a little bit more moral leadership with the leadership of both parties, actually. And
Well,
so, yeah,
no, the Democrats haven't gotten caught yet or lately.
yet.
But I'm talking about these two
And
guys.
Gillum was the last one.
Yeah, our problem's
Hey,
ineffectiveness. So yeah.
Yeah, that's the Gillum thing. Hey, I think he suicided himself too. Must have had something on the Clintons. But we come back. We're going to talk about why Matt Gaetz is such a big jerk. We only have a 5-hour program today, so we probably don't have enough time to go into all of that. We will continue from Gainesville, Navarre, Pensacola, and Orlando on the Political Matrix blogcast.